Have you ever wanted to have passive income but just don't know what to do? Well, what if I could tell you that I have 14 passive income ideas that you can start, some of them immediately. Aloha everyone, this is Rick here with goodincomestreams.com and the author of Invest Like the Rich. And on this video, we will be talking about the 14 different passive income ideas for 2020. So passive income has always been this elusive dream that a lot of people have, but are just having quite a difficult time acquiring it. You see, passive income has always been misunderstood, and just to make sure that there's no confusion, I want to go over the 3 different requirements that you need to have passive income. First one is going to be work. Contrary to what everybody thinks about passive income, you do have to put in work. And sometimes it might be a little, sometimes it might be a lot, but for the most part, you do need to put in some type of work. And that is because you need to put in the research for sure, because you want to make sure that the investment that you're purchasing that's going to become your passive income in the future, you want to make sure that it's a solid one. You don't want to be just dumping your money into something that might not make money for you and might not be fruitful. The second one would be money. Now, some might argue that there are investments out there that don't really require money, or if they do require, they require very little. But from my experience, it's usually the ones that cost more, the one that you have to put in a little bit more money, are the ones that pay out more. Now, that's not always guaranteed. However, most investments do require some type of money. Some a little, some a lot. But there is going to be some money up front. There's going to be some type of cost up front in order for you to get that investment. Now, the third one is going to be time. So with any investment, if you want it to start growing, you need to give it time for it to become fruitful. Now, that just depends on the type of investment that you do and also the amount that you want to be getting. So I know for a fact, like real estate, it can take time for you to start getting that passive income depending on how much you purchased it for and depending on what type of loans, or if you bought it for cash, or however you acquire that investment. But for the most part, it usually takes some time. So that's pretty much the 3 different requirements. Now, there might be more depending on the type of investment that you are getting, but for the most part, you do need to put in that work and then that money and allow for that time. So those 3 things. Now, we need to remember that the top 1% has some type of passive income. Now, most of them have made their millions or billions with their businesses, but for the most part, whatever they do with their money, now usually those people will put their money into some type of investment, so that way it will start earning them more money. So yes, in the beginning, they will have their business, but when they get the money, when that money starts rolling in, what they do is they put it back in to start making them more money. So I like to think of it as, see, I was in the Army for 8 years, so I like to think of it as each dollar bill that I own is a soldier. And every time I invest my money or I send out my soldiers out there for my investments, I expect them to come back with prisoners, with more dollar bills. And then those dollar bills would be added to my ever-growing army. So the more dollar bills I have, the more investments I make, the more money, the more profit comes in, the bigger my army. So that's something to think about. I mean, you might have a different concept on how you like to look at your money, but that's how I like to just look at it. Now, the first one is going to be cashback from credit card. Now, I know what you must be thinking. What? We're supposed to be trying to make money, not be spending money or using our credit cards. Well, the thing is, we have to pay bills. Some weekly, some monthly, but we have bills that we always have to pay for. Whether it's the rent, the mortgage, the water bill, electric bill, phone bill, gas bill, you name it. So what I want you to do is, you don't have to pay everything with your credit card if you don't want to, but you can start small. You can go like, maybe you just pick out your electric bill and your phone bill, and you just pay it with your credit card. Now, I'm not telling you to let it accrue. As soon as you get that statement, I want you to pay it off, or if you can pay it off sooner before you even get the statement, I suggest you do that. This way, what you're doing is you're using the credit card's money to pay for your bills, but then you have your money from your bank account and what you're doing is you're just transferring your money from your bank account back to the credit card to pay it off. And with this, you get points. So depending on the credit card, some of them offer like 1%, 2%, 3, even 4% cash back. I know like my Costco card, they offer up to 4% cash back. But you understand that as long as you use that credit card to purchase something or you pay something with that credit card, you are going to get points or cash back. And then what you can do with that cash back is you can let it accrue for a little while until it becomes substantial enough for you to purchase some type of investment. I don't normally use it for my investments. What I do is I use it to pay other things. That way I can just accrue that cash back. I just keep purchasing stuff. But what I do is I use that credit card to pay for my bills. This way I keep accruing that cash back. I keep getting that money, even if it's just 2%, 3%. So if you're not using that credit card to pay for your bills, you're wasting that opportunity to get money back. Why not use their money to make you money? It's not a lot, but it's something to get started with. So it's something that you can start tomorrow or even tonight. Now, the second one that I want to talk about is cashback from websites. So there's websites out there that you need to sign up for. Some of them like eBay, Swagbucks, Ibotta, Top Cash, and a few others out there. Those are the ones that popped out when I was doing my research on this. But if you're the person that likes to shop online all the time, this might work for you. And I always suggest you sign up for these companies because why? They can make you money because every time you purchase something, you get some cash back. I'm going to move on to the third one, but before I move on to the third one, now if you're enjoying this video, please smash that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that YouTube will notify you the next time I upload another video. The third one is network marketing or MLM, which is multi-level marketing. Dang it, I'm having a hard time talking tonight. But multi-level marketing. Yes, so this is when you're selling some products for a company. You prefer to have yourself a team of salespeople. So that means you're on the top and you sign up people underneath you. Like usually it's like, I think the number is like 3. And then if you can get those 3 people to sign up 3 people under each of them, then you just have a really good team. And with that, every time any of those people sell something, the commissions trickle up to you, and you can make a decent income by doing network marketing. Now, I must preface by saying that I have not had that much luck with this. I've tried network marketing and MLMs several times, but because I do not know how to talk to people that well, or I have a hard time explaining these things, it hasn't worked out for me. However, I do know people personally that make 6 figures a year doing network marketing. Now, if you're that type of person that's pretty good at sales and you can talk to people and you can explain and get them to sign up under you, this is a good way to make some great income. Now, the fourth one is affiliate marketing. Now, with affiliate marketing, you usually have to partner up with a company. No, not usually. You have to partner up with a company, and then what you do is you're gonna promote that company, whatever their product is, and with that, every time they click on your link, so this is done usually online, when they click on your link and they purchase an item through your link, you get the commissions. Have you ever recommended a restaurant to your family and friends? Well, guess what? You were performing some kind of marketing for that restaurant, but you didn't get paid. So with this one, when you have affiliate marketing, you're promoting a product or a company for whatever they're selling, and in the meantime, you do get your commissions. So it's a great way to make money. I know certain companies offer up to 50% commission on whatever you sell. And if you can sell a product for a few $100s, you just got half of that, right? It's a great way to start making some passive income. Because once you put it out there and you promote it and promote it and promote it, and you can just get people to come to your site, you can start having that passive income. Now, this one usually works good with people that have YouTube channels, websites, or blogs. But for the most part, as long as you can get your link in front of other people and they click on it and they purchase through that link, you will make some passive income. And there's quite a few people out there that make 6 to even 7 figures a year just through their affiliate links. Now, the fifth one is selling merch. Now, merch means Dang, I just can't talk today. Merchandise. Now, this one is similar to affiliate links, to affiliate marketing, I should say, but what the only difference is, instead of you promoting someone else's products, you're promoting your own products. Now, this one can be a little bit tricky because you are promoting a brand new product, unless you have it out there already. Whereas if you're promoting someone else's product that's been out there for a while, all you're trying to do is just convince people to go to their website, and you don't have to worry about anything else but just get the checks. Whereas if you have merch, then you're selling your product. So you could be doing everything, or you could also sign up for certain sites. So I know there's Amazon merch out there. So imagine Amazon has even joined selling merch by allowing people to put up their designs and whatever products they want to sell. And then what they do is you put out the links out there and show it to everybody. And as soon as someone purchases, Amazon will create the product, pack it, ship it, and then they send you your profit. They'll take out whatever their cost is. So say for example, you're selling t-shirts for $25 and you're getting it from Amazon for $10. Well, they'll when they get the payment of $25, they take the 10 and they give you the 15. I mean, I'm oversimplifying it, of course. There's a lot more steps to it, but at the same time, it's pretty much that. You sell a product and you're not even doing anything. Amazon merch or other websites, there's other websites out there, by the way, that do the same thing. Package the product for you and everything, and all you have to do is just promote it. So now we move on to the sixth one, which is creating an app. Now, if you're a person that owns a smartphone, then you would know what an app is. And yes, there's money to be made with these apps. I'm not 100% sure how that works because I've never created an app myself. I'm not a programmer, and if you're not a programmer yourself, that could be a problem. However, if you have a great idea on creating an app that can help a lot of people, what you can do is you can hire a programmer. Now there's programmers out there. I'm pretty sure you can find one through freelance.com or fiverr.com, or there's other freelance websites out there that will do the work for you. You just tell that programmer what you want and they will create it for you. And once that program is done and the app is ready to be published, you can put it out onto the app stores and then just wait for that money to start coming in. Now, I'm oversimplifying that again. There's probably a lot of steps that go through it, but if you just simplify the process, it's pretty much you have somebody create the app, and once that app has been created, you can put it on the app store and start making money, or you can sell it on the app store and start creating that passive income. Now, it might not be totally passive because you might have to update it, especially in the beginning. You might have some bugs that you might have to keep having it fixed in the beginning, or you might want to update the program because it's getting old. But for the most part, you don't have to do that much work, because once you put it out there, you just wait for the profit to start coming in. Now, the seventh passive income idea that you can have for 2020 is music royalties. So just like how we have all these famous artists that create a song or write a song and then they make millions and millions of dollars on that one song. Now you can do something similar by licensing some of your music and putting it out onto a platform. You start earning royalties as soon as someone downloads that music. So you might be wondering, wait, who's gonna download my music? Well, you know how you watch commercials on TVs or even on the internet. Some of those music that they use are not theirs. They download it or they get it from someplace else. So even people that do YouTube, so YouTube channels out there that have music, they don't own the music. Maybe some of them do. Maybe some of them are actual musicians that they put it out. But majority that are not musicians, what they do is they borrow or they download the music and they pay for it. So it's a great way to also make income through music royalties. Now the eighth one will be similar to music royalties, but this one is through pictures or photos. So selling your photos online is a great way to also make money. So if you're a photographer that loves to take pictures, I mean, you don't have to put personal pictures of you and your family, but if you take pictures of backgrounds or any kind of ideas that you can think of that you think people might want, well, you can upload it into a platform, and you can also make money. Now, people that use this are people that have websites or blogs. So I myself download a bunch of pictures every time when I post something on my blog. If you're a photographer and you're great at it and you have ideas that people might need or people might want that picture, I suggest you do something and make some money off of those pictures. That way you can start creating that passive income, because as long as that picture is up on that platform and someone keeps downloading it, or another person keeps, someone keeps clicking on it and purchasing, you will keep getting those royalties every single time. Now the next one will be writing an ebook. Now this one has its challenges, however it can be very rewarding. You think about it, have you ever downloaded an ebook through Amazon? Well, chances are that person or that author is self-published. Becoming a self-published author has become so streamlined and simplified that anybody can become a self-published author nowadays. So just imagine back in the past where if you're an author and you wrote a book, you had to go through these publishing companies. And these publishing companies gets hundreds and even thousands of requests for them to publish their book. They're gonna sift through the books and they're gonna be like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna publish you. I'll publish this, or I won't publish that. Well, nowadays, because of everything being online now, you can just publish your own book through Amazon or other platforms out there, and you can make money. So now you're thinking, okay, you want to write an ebook, but you don't know how to write, or you're not an author. Well, you can start off by just writing something. You can put something together. It doesn't need to be great. It doesn't need to be perfect. You just put something together, and then you hire somebody. You hire someone that's great at editing. So you can hire an editor from Fiverr.com or freelance.com, and you can ask them to edit. And of course, you're going to tell them what you want, what you don't want, so that way it's officially a book. And once you have everything put together, then you can just upload it to a platform like Amazon, for example. I mean, I keep mentioning Amazon because I uploaded my ebook on Amazon. I'll have my link down below if you're interested in checking out my book, Invest Like the Rich, Becoming Successful Through Real Estate. But writing an ebook can be a great way to have some passive income. So think about it, you can make a great passive income. Now, if you're enjoying this, please don't forget to smash that like button and also hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that YouTube will notify you every time I post another video. Now, getting back to the 14 passive income ideas for 2020. Now, the 10th passive income is renting your car. Now, similar to renting out your home or renting out a house, you can rent out your car, and this can be a really great way to make passive income or make income while you're not using your car. Now, I can understand that this can be somewhat of a difficulty, because you might not even want to loan your car out to your friend or even your children if you have kids, or any kind of family members, because you're afraid that they're going to scratch your car, or even worse, total your car. Well, companies like Turo and Get Around, and there's a few others out there, what they have done is added insurance. Now, depending on what's your comfort level, you can have the cheap insurance, or you can have the very expensive where everything is covered, but you will have some type of insurance. And also on top of that, they guarantee up to $1 million of protection for your car. And to make things even better, the person that's renting your car is responsible for any damages to your car. It's a great way to make money if they are available at your place, depending on your location, because these rental companies might not be available or might not be operating in your state or in your area or in your city. Now we're moving on to number 11, which is course creation. Now this one, course creators have made a lot of money depending on who you are and what type of course you are giving out there. Course creators have been reporting 6 to 7 figure incomes every year with course creation. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to make that much immediately, but then again, who knows? Maybe you have a great idea, or you have something that's locked up there that you want to share and you want to make money out of it. Because course creation is so unique and it can vary, you can make as much money as you want depending on how your marketing is and the type of product you're offering. But at the same time, this can be such a passive income because you're only going to create the program once, unless you want to update and upgrade or even add more to your program. But let's just say you create one course and you just sell it online, you market it and you just put it on autopilot, you can start creating that passive income almost immediately. Now, Teachable is a great online platform out there that you can use to create your courses. They have step by step on how to create it, how to publish it, and everything. Um, and if you're interested in something like that, I'll leave a link down below. Also, you might be thinking, wait, what can I teach? Well, what are you good at? Maybe you're good at math? Well, you can teach math to, who knows, like 6th graders, 5th graders, or high school kids that really need help. If you can put that course out there, and I'm pretty sure there's parents out there that need help with their kids. Now we're gonna move into real estate. So another passive income idea for 2020 is investing in REITs. So REITs is real estate investment trust. Now this one is not like you are actually purchasing a property and then renovating it and renting it out. Instead, it's like a stock where you're giving your money to a company. So what they're going to do is they're going to take your money and they're going to take money from other people and they're going to put it together and then they're going to invest it and buy it and go into buying a property, whether it's a house or a building or some kind of apartment complex, whatever it is, depending on which company you go for. This is a great way to dip your toes in real estate if you're not comfortable about going all in into real estate, especially because real estate does require large numbers. I mean, sometimes it can be several $100,000 to buy properties, or even in the millions if you want to invest in buildings like apartment complexes or something like that. But then again, I also do know how to purchase properties or real estate for very, very cheap, where I'm actually buying it for like 10 to 25 cents on the dollar, meaning I'm getting it for 10 to 25% of whatever it's supposed to be valued at. Now there's a platform out there called Fundrise and you can start investing for as little as $500. It's a great way to get started in real estate, and at the same time it's also a great way to make that passive income. Now the 13th way to make passive income is house hacking. Because of real estate prices been going up steadily for the past few years, it has gotten more and more difficult for people to live, or even families to live in a home. So a lot of people are forced to rent. But what if you could purchase a property that was a duplex, triplex, or quadplex? And let's just say, for example, you was able to purchase a triplex, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna live in one, and then you can rent out the other two, and the rental income that you get from the other two properties should be more than enough to pay for the whole mortgage, or even put money in your pocket. I mean, it might not be Lamborghini money, but at the same time, it's money going in your pocket. Every single dollar that you get for free or you get coming in is a great way to build up your passive income. Now, this can also work if you just rent out rooms, like how you see at college dorms where the student just rents out a room. That one might be a little bit more complicated, but if you want to make the money, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right? Now the 14th one is going to be similar to house hacking, but the only difference is you're listing your property on Airbnb. So if you have an apartment, or you have a whole house, or just a bedroom that you can offer for rent through Airbnb, you can make a tremendous amount of money. So just imagine if you had a home, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, and you was renting it out for $2,500 a month. But then you decided to go with Airbnb. Well, with Airbnb, you can make double, triple, or even 4 times the amount of money that you make every single month. It depends on your location and the time of the year, right? So here in Hawaii, let's just say during winter time, because we don't have snow, we have a lot of people that live up in the cold areas come down for vacation here in Hawaii and stay here for a week or 2 or even a month, and they usually pay a lot of money. So usually winter time, Christmas time, New Year's, those are some very expensive days to be staying here. But at the same time, people are willing to pay for it because they want to get away from the cold, and it's still a lot cheaper for them to stay at an Airbnb than to stay in a hotel. So you can make a lot of money doing this. And the only drawback, of course, is you gotta have to supply all the things, right? Because you are technically being like a hotel, so you gotta provide a bed, the sheets, toilet paper, paper towels, soaps, even a flat screen TV or two, or a couch and tables and all that good stuff. So yes, you have to supply all that, and yes, that's an upfront cost, but at the same time, you have to look at it as you are trying to set up something for yourself, right? For a passive income. I mean, it's not that passive unless you hire people to do the work for you, because you do have your turnovers, but at the same time, it's still a great way to make some great passive income, or at least some great income, because instead of you just renting out your home and just renting it out passively and making $2,500 like the example I said, you're making double, triple, or even 4 times the amount. So even if you can just make more than double, so let's just say instead of 2,500 you're making 5,000, maybe even $6,000 or $7,000 every single month, you just made an extra $2,500 to $4,000 a month. All you had to do was go from a long-term lease to renting it out through Airbnb. Now I know this last one is not as passive as some of the other ones that I've mentioned, but at the same time, these are the ones that I know can make you great income coming in monthly. And some of them can start earning you passive income immediately. You don't even have to wait years or decades. Now I'd also like to ask, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that YouTube will notify you the next time I upload another video. Now, I also want to mention that if you are interested in learning more about buying properties for cheap, you can check out my video up here where how I purchased a property for less than $1,400, and that is through tax liens and deeds. I'd like to say mahalo for watching this video, and don't forget to always strive for financial independence. And until the next time, aloha!